Yo, welcome back to ASG Radio. I'm your host, June. Shout out to Dope Ideas Media, Hank Nation TV. Subscribe to both channels, ASG Radio. Subscribe to Hank Nation. Welcome, man. I got my host with me, man. What we doing over there?
It's your boy Foster Child, Team U, ASG. New single out now, In My Ways, featuring Casey James. All platforms. Video out now.
I know we talked about it last week, but I like this song, man.
Let's talk about it.
So how does it's like? What is it? A week old now? It's been
it dropped. The video dropped Monday right before the show. Okay. So it has been a week. I'm happy with the numbers so far. It's going up a little bit each day. But everybody that watched it once, I need y'all to run it back one time for your boy.
Run it back.
I was at the Bar Wars event, and I got a lot of love, man. Everybody was there. I feel like everybody has seen the video.
It's a dope video. Shout out to Be the Shooter.
I talked to Times. It was cool to hear from people that that have been out here, making noise, shooting videos. It was cool to hear their perspective. It blew their mind. Like, damn, they just thought that I don't know. I just couldn't put a couple words together. Like, a couple niggas was like shocked.
Well, it's good. It's good to get feedback when somebody like Times come up to you and say, "Hey, man, I saw your video." So what did he say? You ain't got to say word for word verbatim.
Well, he was just basically like, "Wow, Foster, he really spitting like, like what the?" Because everybody knows how bad it can be,
right?
Like we done all seen some videos where it was like, this is fucked up. So like I think their expectations. I'm not mad at anybody thinking like, okay, I'm prepared for the worst,
right?
Because they ain't never seen anything like it before. So until you see it, there's no real, you don't know what to expect. But no, niggas was definitely fucking with it. It was cool. It was cool to get some feedback. So
it's always good to get feedback, whether it's good or bad. You need to hear it.
Yeah.
So that's some dope shit, man. I'm gonna keep spinning it, man. I'm waiting for the album.
The album, okay. All right. I even talked to a couple aunties that was like, "Wait, whoa, like, okay, damn, I'm fucking with it."
Yeah, man. That
was cool.
I actually want to see more though. I want to hear more. I ain't gonna lie. So, you can't just stop at one song, bro. I'm just saying.
No. Yeah, it's definitely more than one. Yeah. So.
Okay, well, let's talk about what we I guess we can talk about this week. We're gonna go over a few things. We have a couple of reviews. I want to talk about some battle rap that happened this weekend. I also want to talk some NBA, man, so we can review. It's been a crazy and interesting NBA playoffs, to say the least. It's almost like, I don't know, like a parallel universe, I would say, man. It's just, but we'll get into that. But
is that why you got the space in the background?
That's just coincidence. I don't know where that came from. It's just flowing right now. It's just flowing.
All right.
So let's talk about KOTD though, the S1 tournament, right?
Okay.
This weekend. And I got a question before we get into that.
Mm-hmm.
So will they just be showing like two battles at a time, or did something happen, or
they're not being very forthcoming with the information, but I know SM and Saint did battle, but it was not streamed.
Oh, okay.
And Thesaurus was sick and was debatable whether he had COVID. Where it was one of those things where he was sick, but there obviously wasn't enough time for him to get a rapid, accurate test to figure out whether or not he had, because it's one thing when you sick, or back in the day niggas used to battle sick and it wasn't a big deal, like whatever, right. I got a little cold.
With COVID.
But when now that it's COVID, it's a much bigger risk and issue. So he was So he was kind of like fighting whatever sickness, whether it was just a regular cold or whatever. But he said he was prepared to rap, but he just needed a test to confirm whether or not he had COVID before he stood in front of somebody else. So,
I mean, yeah, it's the day and time where if you sick, it ain't just you ain't sick for real. I mean, you don't know.
exactly.
It could be COVID. Like you could sneeze on the motherfucker, nigga liable to have a heart attack and die. It's scary,
Right.
shit, you know.
Amongst everybody else in the room, you got Lux, you got your opponent, you got your
it's so contagious.
Right. Absolutely. So, so yeah, that battle didn't happen, but they have another event next. The second half of the West Coast event is next week. So I'm assuming that by then everything will be figured out and people will be able to battle next week. And then there's another set of there's another set of battles that are going on next week too. And they're gonna stream the Saint battle that happened yesterday. They're gonna stream it, as normal.
Right. So, and it may be on the KOTD thing. It might be on Twitch now. I just skimmed through it because I just wanted to talk about the two battles. The two battles that went down was Stewie Newton and Caustic.
Correct.
And then we have Cali Smooth and Reverse Live.
Correct.
First battle was Stewie versus Caustic.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, man. I be wanting motherfuckers to smoke Caustic, man.
He's not a likable character.
He don't give a fuck though. He don't care about my opinion or nobody else's. So it's not. But I actually had him winning this battle, man. I hate to say it, but
Me too.
I mean, I'm a Stewie Newton fan, and I'm just thinking. To me, the first round, he did a lot of freestyle in the beginning, and it didn't. Usually in a tournament with, I don't know, there's not money at stake right now, but the end result is money.
It is yes and no. I mean, you kind of got to take every battle like it's you have to go in there with that mindset, I guess, kind of.
I don't think he had 3 complete rounds locked.
No.
So it's like, I expected a little more, and it seemed like Caustic was a little bit more structured throughout the whole round. What did you see when you saw the battle?
Yeah, Caustic was kind of an upgraded version of the regular Caustic you see. Some of the material I actually really like. And I expected a lot more from Stewie for a couple of different reasons. One, Stewie's probably one of the more underrated battlers, period. So I definitely was looking forward to seeing him be in this tournament. It looks as if URL kind of gave him the it's either us or them thing. So he kind of he's committing to King of the Dot.
Right.
And I feel like with Caustic having one thing that I'm not a big fan of is the race angle. Like if you're not gonna do it like a great way, it's kind of a boring and not creative way to approach it. Even if it is Caustic, who is very pushes the envelope as far as saying some ridiculous things related to race. I guess I just expected Stewie to try to make a statement on a guy like Caustic, but Caustic was actually pretty good. I think I can see how people can say, "Oh, I just prefer Caustic's material." Stewie's material better, just his style. But as far as if you're breaking it down, not off preference, off of who did what they do better, I feel like Caustic had that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue that.
I don't know. Stewie just wasn't Stewie all the way to me.
Stewie wasn't Stewie, but like I said, with this tournament, you don't get eliminated with a loss.
Right.
I think you'll see a better Stewie going forward. He even made a post saying, I fucked up. So, he knew what it is. And shout out to Caustic for for what he did. He got busy, flat out. He got busy, so he came and did what he was supposed to do. I ain't mad. I ain't. Well, he did what he's supposed to do, man.
Right.
He did what he's supposed to do. Second battle, Cali Boy Smooth and Reverse Live. Now this was a fight. Cali Boy Smooth was in his bag that first round.
Yeah, Cali Smooth, not Cali Boy.
I thought it was Cali Boy Smooth, man. Did he take the boy out?
You adding stuff.
I think that's what J Rail was calling him during the Danny Myers battle. Cali Smooth. I'm sorry.
He might have just, he might have. He might have.
Cali Smooth. My fault. No disrespect intended, but he was wigging in that first.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been for a while. He's been doing his shit. Like, he's a dangerous opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you remember? Take it back. Do you remember when he beat Nitty?
Yeah.
It was.
Is that King of the Dot?
I think it was a King of the Dot one rounder, or it might have been something.
Maybe it used to be Cali Boy Smooth.
I
don't know why that sounds familiar. Now that I think about it, I think he shortened it.
I thought it was.
The more it runs through my head, the more I'm like, that sounds right.
But he went first, and he was wigging on Nitty. And I mean, Nitty went second, but it wasn't enough. But that was young Rum Nitty. That ain't the Rum Nitty we know now, but that was.
Yeah, Nitty, I mean, what's it called? Cali Smooth also low-key kind of fucked up Geechee.
Hey, man.
You seen that?
Yeah.
That was a Bizzle Day or Young Be the Future, one of those events.
Yeah.
And he got really, like...
He got busy.
I put him in the same category as Stewie, who's like very underappreciated, very underrated guy. So...
Did you have him beating Jay Murder?
It was kind of close.
That's a close battle.
It was kind of close.
It's a good battle too.
I think I may have edged Cali.
Yeah, it was a very good battle. That battle was close as hell.
Even him and Loso was pretty close too.
Yeah. Reverse Live though.
Reverse Live. Now this particular battle I didn't see all the way through the way I saw Caustic and Cali Smooth. No, Caustic and Stewie. Mm-hmm. But from kind of being in and out of the stream, I did feel like Cali Smooth was getting busy. I know Reverse Live took a funny angle in the second round where like Cali Smooth was like you had used a couple weird
some dumb words
and how how Cali Smooth is he goes to schools and educates kids, and so I feel like that was it depends on whether you fuck with that angle.
Right.
I think that is determining the determining factor. I think it was anyway. But so I think everybody gave Reverse Live the third round, and I think it came down to the second.
It has to come down to the second because I gave Reverse, not has to, but in my opinion, that third round, Reverse Live went off, and it just depends on how you look at that second round. Because I gave Cali Smooth the first round.
Right.
And it was kind of clear to me, just my opinion. But that second round depends on how you look at it, is who you're going to give it to. I kind of edged Cali and gave him the first and second.
Okay.
But it's debatable as hell. Like, it's close. It's close.
I think I prefer Cali Smooth style more, like his style of rap. But, I mean, you still got to base it. There's still some level of I didn't see any the judgment, so I don't know what their rationale, how they went about articulating their opinion. So, but I know a lot of people were kind of up in arms about it. And the argument of, they're siding towards a different, a particular style or group of West Coast guys. That's already being put into the forefront. Like, people were getting robbed or whatever. But I feel like that's such an overly used word. It's more overly used than classic to say someone was robbed. Like, just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean it's a full-blown fix in, you know what I mean? So
I don't think you can. I hate the word rob when it's a debatable battle. If it's close,
these are battles that if they weren't judged, like we didn't have to come up with one,
right,
it would be easy to say, debatable.
Right.
Comes down to second round.
Right.
But because they're judge battles and we gotta come up with a winner, it's not gonna be 100%. When is a battle ever 100%?
I mean, even if you have a judge battle, there's going to be some people saying that somebody else won.
Way or the other.
It's a subjective thing and it's preference based. Everybody is not going to see what the judges see, but they ain't got to impress. They got to put on a show for us, but they got to impress the judges. So we just got to keep that in mind.
And it was unanimous from what I hear.
One
of them was unanimous from what I recall.
Okay.
Yeah, I know in the Stewie battle, one person gave it to Stewie. That much I do know.
It's a couple people that I know gave it to Stewie, but I question.
No, I'm talking about it was judge wise.
I'm just saying, like it's it's a few people.
Yeah,
that I talk to.
It's not a stretch because I feel like I left that battle
No.
liking his style better. Because Caustic can be very. It's almost like he'd be drunk, just up there, kind of talking.
It's everywhere. It's not structured.
Yeah.
It's just punches coming out of nowhere. A little bit of freestyle and some humor, and it's different. It's just.
And Stewie kind of tried to do his game with the freestyles and rebuttals and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that was Stewie maybe trying to conform to a particular style a little bit. But at any rate, I'm pleased with the first week. For it to be not a lot of guys that I was like dying to see. Like I would have loved to see Saint battle yesterday, but looking at the numbers, they are doing some nice numbers so far.
So let me ask you this: is this an every weekend thing?
Yeah, it's gonna be every weekend. That's kind of why they spread out. Week 1 West, week 2 West. They're trying to maximize. I'm pretty sure they're trying to maximize their time. To where there's something you can see that it's impacting positively Twitch's traffic, because you can see how many people are. Well, I don't think I showed you the numbers, but you can see that it's bringing a lot of traffic to their channel. So they're trying to spread it out, even throughout the weeks, and it's going to be in Detroit real soon. So,
hey man, when it comes to Detroit, I'm gonna be in the building, man, if I can.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So those were the two battles. It's good to see that's gonna be on every week. We'll have some battles to review every week going forward.
Definitely, probably both days, because URL is gonna be doing their thing on Saturday. So
yeah. Ain't Heir to the Throne this weekend?
Yes, it is. It is. Speaking of which, yes, that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that was one thing that crossed my mind as far as the agenda that I don't think we've really touched on it. Maybe we have.
I don't think we have.
Okay.
We can talk about it a little bit, but let's talk NBA though.
Okay, yeah, let's talk that.
Because since we reviewing some things and we're gonna preview some things later, we'll finish off reviewing like the NBA playoffs here. And Foster, there's been some weird shit going on, man. First of all, the injuries. Okay. Yeah. We can go back to the first round where AD got hurt for the Lakers. Yeah. You also had
about that really, but yeah.
That's not uncommon, but it happened at a bad time, like a serious injury.
Yeah,
where he can't play. As of recent, Kawhi Leonard, he may not be there for the remaining of the playoffs with a knee injury.
Wasn't like
shit. You got Chris Paul on protocol, the COVID protocol.
Right.
You had Kyrie getting hurt. You have James Harden out there limping around trying to play.
LeBron, shit.
And these are key players. These aren't just, this ain't the 12th man that's getting hurt. These are, what I'm saying? These are key players on NBA teams where people actually brought these people along to win a championship, and these are the people that's getting hurt.
Right.
It's crazy. But you got to give it up to Atlanta, bro.
That's the one healthy team that's out here, I think.
No, they have a starting small forward, or I don't know if it's Hunter.
Is Hunter hurt?
Hunter hurt. He ain't played the whole series.
I get Hunter, Collins, Reddish. I get all them mixed up.
But if you notice, Words have stepped up and been balling in his presence. He didn't start.
Yeah. You talking about the white dude?
Yeah, Red Opie.
Yeah.
The redhead.
About
the one who was killing Seth yesterday. He had 27 yesterday.
Right. Yeah.
He's 6'7". He had no business. Somebody put up a mean face.
Yeah, Seth is kind of small.
Yeah, he had no business guarding him, but he hit some timely buckets on Seth. Like somebody switched. We're gonna talk about Ben Simmons, but I think it's the clear scapegoat here is Ben Simmons, right? You can say what he didn't do this whole playoff series, but I got a deeper problem, man.
Okay.
My problem with Philly is Doc.
Oh yeah.
They lost this series when they let an 18-point lead go south, and I think it was game 4. Game 4. They let the 18-point lead in the third quarter dwindle and lose. Come back the next game, they up 26 in the third quarter, and they lose.
Yeah.
That ain't all on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like once you start blowing leads like that, that's on the coach to make some adjustments somewhere.
Bro, you got an all-star in what's his face? Embiid.
Yeah.
You got Tobias Harris. I forgot the white guy name, but he can shoot like a motherfucker. He's out there hitting threes.
Corkman
yeah, that's him, Corkman. There's no way. You got Milton coming off the bench. There's no way you blow a 26-point lead after you've blown an 18-point lead the game prior to that. There's no way.
Yeah, you got to put that on the coach.
But everybody. Ben Simmons is going. They're memeing the shit out of him. They're talking bad about him, and I agree. He has to work on it. He has to work on his shot. We've been saying this for 3-4 years though.
Yeah,
he can't shoot.
Yeah.
Somebody put up a quote that Kobe said he needs to work on his shot.
Yeah. A blind man can see that.
Yeah. So if you back up, if you're playing defense against him, he's 6'10", and he's handling the point, you back up.
Yeah.
You can't drive on you if you back up.
Yeah.
You're giving him a shot, or you can foul him. He's not a good free throw shooter.
That's the thing. Yeah, he shot 35% from the free throw line. That is a glaring I mean, you're clearly a liability out there when I can just go grab you and foul you before you can get it to somebody else, knowing that more than likely you're gonna miss. You're definitely gonna miss at least one, but possibly two if you shoot 30%. So
now it gets really bad when that happens and you stop being aggressive. Like you don't want the ball. You don't want to shoot.
Totally changes your game. Totally.
When he passed under the rim, he was right there for a dunk.
It was so crazy because, he was kind of like under the rim, but it would have been nothing for him to just reverse it. Or he's 6'8". He's 6'10", 6'11". Like 6'10". So you putting your hands up, you in the middle of the net already. So
all he had to do was jump and throw it down.
And it was Trae Young standing there.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Thibault still almost made it.
He passed, and it was the ugliest pass ever. He jumped and kind of threw it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was crazy. I had to look at that. I was like, he looked open to me, but maybe I'm tripping. But
nah. I immediately made a post I immediately made a post. I was like, he's shook. He's scared.
Yeah, and I know that mindset that you get in when you don't believe in yourself, and they'll have you second guessing the stupidest shots that are no brainers. But I ain't never been 6'10" like that though. it's one thing, but your mind, you mentally, you have to have zero confidence to not believe in yourself to be able to dunk the basketball. That's a new one. That's a new one.
Ben Simmons, shoot that motherfucker, man.
And
whether you miss, whether you go ahead.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is that, like, okay, there's guys out there that shoot a very low percentage and will at least, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot my 30%, 25, but I'm gonna put that bitch up. I'm not about to just not shoot. Like,
hey man, we used to say,
like, Westbrook's not a great shooter, but he pulling that bitch. Yeah.
Let us get the rebound. Do it. Be a threat. Be some kind of threat out there.
As an NBA player, if you get it to the rim, it's liable to go in sometimes, right?
But he's not like he's 6'10" and can't get to the rim, though. You know what I'm saying?
He has
the ability to get closer. He doesn't have to stand out there, and he can get to the rim. He can get to the cup.
But like you said, it's easier to defend him knowing I can step back a little bit.
That's when you got to. This summer he has to work on his mid-range. Period. He has to work on his mid-range.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Mid-range and free throw shooting. If you work on that, you'll forget about this conversation.
And all that is repetition. There's no, aside from your form, working on your free throws just means shooting 500 free throws a day. What else you got going on?
Kobe used to shoot 2,000 jump shots a day after practice.
Yeah, I could never do that. That was painful to me.
I'm not saying 2,000 shots, but find you some sweet spots in practice right there and then. You know what I'm saying? You know, them little shots at the elbow, they give you that a lot of times.
Yeah, and muscle memory eventually. Yeah. You're supposed to make them shots with your eyes closed after a certain point of repetition. But
Trae Young was 3 for 20 at one point yesterday. He still was shooting that bitch.
That's because he know good and damn well his shit's going. That's only gonna happen, you know.
I was watching it, and I told me and my wife was watching, and I said, "Hey man, I know he 3 for 20, but I got a feeling this little fucker gonna make some shots at the end because he don't stay cold all game, never." And she was like, I don't know. I said, he hit a few runners, hit a three from damn near half court after that. I said, yep. He wound up with 20-some points.
Yeah, you would never know.
Shoot. How do you feel about KD, man, and not making it to the next level?
I mean, he fought tooth and nail to get the job done, but when it came down to it, you know, Harden wasn't 100%, and Kyrie was out, and you know, the other team was just, I mean, the Bucks for the most part are 100%, outside of DiVincenzo, and you know, it could have went. I mean, it could have went either way. It easily could have been. It easily could have been Brooklyn. I mean, they were literally a toe behind the 3-point line from advancing. So, it is what it is.
I got a philosophy about the Brooklyn Nets too. If you notice early in the season, they were losing some games. You know, they with the acquisition. Well, before Harden came, when you had Kyrie and Durant, and they were winning in the beginning of the season, they were winning a few games, you know what I'm saying? And then they were losing a few. They go on a streak and they lose 2 or 3. They go on a streak, Kyrie would sit down, they lose. Durant would sit down, they lose. They bring on Harden, and all of a sudden, they're supposed to win every game. None of them played on a regular together, all 3, right?
No.
They were still good enough to finish 3rd or 2nd, whatever it was. I think it was 2nd. They finished 2nd in the East, right?
Yeah.
But the biggest knock on them was their defense. They didn't play enough defense.
No.
Nobody said anything about Steve Nash. Nobody. Right? In this playoffs, you had a game 5, where Durant did not come off the floor. He played all 48 minutes, scored 49 points, right? He carried the team. The next game, game 6, he played 47 minutes, right? The next game, he played all 53 minutes, the 48 minutes plus the overtime. So you mean to tell me you couldn't find time to get that man a break? Because he shot an air ball at the end of the game. That tells me you didn't have no legs. And if you seen his face after his toes was on the line, he was so frustrated at that. Like, it was like you can tell he wished he'd have made it so it had been over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, mind you, they didn't score nothing but 2 points that whole 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got players on the bench that hadn't played. You got Harden. He can't do anything but be a liability out there. He's a shell of himself. He didn't come out the game. He played the entire game.
Yeah.
Joe Harris missed everything. He couldn't hit water out of a boat.
Yeah.
You don't have nobody on the bench?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at those minutes, they barely sniffed the court. I don't know. You know
who Shamet is, right?
Yeah, he had a fair skin.
He was killing in game 5.
Right.
Jeff Green was killing in game 5. Right. They hardly got minutes last game in game 7. Why?
I feel like they just can't. They just went all in on KD and said, "Hey,
that's not the way.
Take us to the promised land,
bro." There's times in the game where you can be down a couple, or you can be up a couple. You can rest that man.
Right.
You can give him 2 minutes on the bench. You're not going, you know what I'm saying? If they go on a 6-0 run, then you call timeout, then you put him back in. That still gives him, you know what I'm saying, some time. You know what I'm saying? But you leaving him in the game for these long stretches where he just was dejected.
Yeah.
He wanted that shit to be over. He shot an air ball. He didn't collect himself. No legs. He just threw that motherfucker up.
Yeah, he moved because he was on. Who was on him?
Middleton.
No, it was the last shot.
Yeah.
The last shot was the Holiday, right? Holiday.
I don't know who was on it.
Holiday is the point guard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Holiday on him. So it was somebody that clearly was height-wise was not, you know.
He didn't even want to take him to get him. He didn't even want to get to the rack. He just wanted it to be over. He just I'm gonna elevate and shoot a 3.
Yeah.
And he had no lift on it, and he short-armed it. Now people are saying, "Oh, KD's your MVP, and he's a bust. He didn't do this." The man had 49 points. Again.
Yeah.
I don't fault him for losing. I don't fault no one person for losing a game by, 5 points. I think the game was 5 points or 4 points because they shot 2 free throws at the end.
Right.
But I don't point the finger at one person when you lose by 4 points, especially if that person had 49. But damn, man, you could have gave that man a break.
Yeah, even if it was, I think just a short one would have provided some sort of relief, we'll say.
Let me ask you no more questions, then we're gonna move back to battle rap.
So,
is Devin Booker the next Kobe? I read that somewhere. I wouldn't dare put him in that Kobe category, but
I don't like comparisons like that.
I don't like that. I don't like that comparison either. But somebody wrote that. And I think it was a sports writer that wrote it. And I was like, no. But he's gonna be somebody the NBA has to deal with.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be a top 5 player for the next, for a lot of years to come. But I mean, he's had one good playoff. he hasn't quite closed this one all the way out. We'll see where it goes. But
we quick to give titles, aren't we?
Man, I hate that shit.
It's like they have somebody told me, one of my homeboys posted, who would you take, Seth Curry or Reggie Jackson? I immediately said Reggie Jackson. Why? Seth Curry been killing this series.
Right. Not that Reggie Jackson has been so amazing. I mean, this playoff, he's had a good playoff, but Seth Curry just kind of recently crept on the scene.
Let me break it down why I say so.
Yeah.
You have Reggie Jackson, who can play point, create his own shot. He's had very good seasons. He's hurt a lot with the Pistons. He was hurt, but when he was on the court, most of the time, he had great games. He can do more for you. He plays defense. He can bring the ball up. Seth just shooting jumpers.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. He can't really create.
So my pick would be Reggie Easy, but he was basing everything, his choice, off this last series here. And I'm like, no. We give these titles, they do something good, and all of a sudden, oh, he the next Kobe, or he the next Jordan, or he the slow down.
Yeah. I don't like it.
But anyway, Phoenix is up 1-0 versus the Clippers. I thought it would be a good opportunity for the Clippers to steal a game with no Chris Paul, because Chris Paul come back as curtains, in my opinion. With no Kawhi, it's curtains.
Right.
Hopefully, if Chris Paul is still sitting, they steal this next game to make it a series, because they gotta win while Chris Paul's not there. They gotta steal one of these games at home. They can't go down 0-2 like they did versus the Jazz. I don't know what happened to the Jazz, but my man got hurt. He was
Yeah.
So he wasn't 100%. Conley and Mitchell was limping around.
Yeah. Well, Mitchell missed a lot of the games leading up into the playoffs, so he was already hurt.
Well, he was hurting during the games. He wasn't 100%. He was still putting up his numbers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, shit, if you look at it, if you want to go back deeper, shit, Jamal Murray for Denver tore his knee up a month ago, 2 months ago. So it's been a weird year in the NBA, man.
Yeah, I guess it's that quick turnaround after the bubble season. Nobody got time to rest. So.
Yeah. Who you got winning the ship, man? Say it now. We're gonna stick with it. I know you're cheering for the Suns because you're twin on there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about it.
You know it's biased. I know you're biased, man.
I was like, wow, why all this bias? Oh yeah, my cousin.
Your cousin on there, Lil Foster.
Yeah,
Michael Foster.
Right. So yeah, I think I'm definitely I mean, what's crazy? I mean, Suns. Have the Suns ever won a championship? I feel like the Suns is a team that people would have never. Yeah, so I feel like it would be cool to see something. I mean, that's the last. If you would have had to put I feel like the Suns is the last thing you would have, not the last, but they didn't see that coming.
No, I think Milwaukee is the only team in the playoffs right now that has won one, and that was 1971. That was the only time they won a championship. Now
So they have one.
Lou Alcindor. He wasn't even Kareem then. Lou Alcindor and Oscar Robertson.
That was
1971. They put up the stats the other day.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, I think that would be cool because I mean, I feel like people like to say, oh, it's always the Lakers, or it's always the I don't know who are the usual suspects, but I feel like the Suns is a major wild card. And Chris Paul, Chris Paul get his ring, and Booker, and yeah, that'd be cool.
I actually had the Sixers, man. I had the Sixers winning it all, but of course It's not possible.
It would be weird if the Hawks won too. I feel like no one's expecting Trae Young to take a team in his second year all the way to the finals. But that'd be a cool little finals, though.
It'd be a cool little finals. I don't think Milwaukee will lose to the Hawks, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
No. Hey,
they got some bodies to throw at Giannis, though. Collins.
Yeah. Hey, man, I didn't know Collins was that good, man.
Collins, dog, he averages like 21, 22 points a game. He's about to get paid.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that
quietly,
good.
though. I don't think he's ever been looked at as an all-star or anything.
No. What's his name? The Bogdanovich or the Russian on there. He was off yesterday, but he's another young gunner they got. Him, Huerta. I always was a Clint Capella fan. He had about 3 alley-oops in crucial moments, like 3 trips down in a row where Trey found him on an oop, and it was just
that's a tall team. That's a tall team.
Yeah, and he one of them was on Embiid, like he jumped, he got posterized.
Oh, he jumped.
Yeah,
ended up on the wrong end. Yeah.
So it was like
a cool little team.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Shit. Who you got? Phoenix?
Yeah, I'm going with Phoenix. Who's the other team in the West? Yeah, I'm going with Phoenix.
I have no choice.
I hate that Paul George might have to, be, because it's gonna, especially now that Leonard's out, it's completely falling on him to get it done, especially after last year. So, it's unfortunate that he may have to lose and be looked at as a scapegoat.
Right. So I have no choice. I'm thinking Phoenix. I mean, if Chris Paul comes back, then when they knocked off the Lakers, I said, man, this team is serious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way they did it. But AD wasn't there, but still. I still think they would have won with AD. Yeah. I don't know. Let's get back to battle rap, man.
Okay.
Shit! Shout out to the rap committee, man. They got a card coming out. It's now a 2-day card. It wasn't a 2-day card at first, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it was always planned to be a 2-day card, but it kind of got presented.
The way he presented it made it seem like it was a 1-day. Because at first it was August 28th. Now it's August 27th and 28th. Are you going?
Definitely. I already bought my ticket.
I gotta work that weekend, man.
Do you?
Oh, I'd definitely be there if I didn't have to work. But see, the thing is, with my job is they want me to switch my weekend so bad. I got a feeling if I put in for that day, they're gonna say, okay, you gotta switch your weekends. And I'm not doing that.
Okay.
So that particular weekend, I wish I could go, but I can't make it. But it's a 2-day event. Do you have the cards on you?
Yeah, I can pull it up real quick.
It's a fire event. Shout out to Tyrell, man. Shout out to Tyrell, man.
Yeah.
If he doesn't quit these battles, this event gonna be fire if you don't quit before the battles. There's a lot of days on the calendar. He might retire before then, man. He might get tired of one of y'all and say fuck y'all.
Right.
But on paper, it's a fire event. 2 days. 2-day event. It's in Cleveland. I went to Cleveland. I went to what was that car we went to? Born Legacy? Was it a Born Legacy?
Yeah, that was Born Legacy. Actually, it's gonna be in the same venue.
Well, yeah. It's a nice venue. We got a parking structure. You can park right here.
That's right.
If you can go down to Cleveland, it's only a 2.5-hour drive. If that, what you do is take about 3 or 4 of your friends, get you an Airbnb, it don't cost that much, man.
That's right.
Don't cost that much. It's just a trip. Fill up your tank on the way down before you go down there. Fill it up on the way back. That's all you need, man. But you got the Friday card?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it right here.
So what we got on this thing?
We're gonna start at the bottom and work our way up.
Okay. Pause.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. That was flagrant. That was crazy.
Yeah.
All right. We got Kang versus Meal Ticket. Are you familiar with Kang?
I have no idea who either one of them are.
You got to check out Kang versus Danny Myers.
I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna check it out after this show. Kang who?
Kang.
They battle just dropped.
Yeah, like a week or so.
I missed it, but I got that on my watch list.
Check that out. Kang is up and coming out of I think he's originally out of iBattle, but he's on Gates quite a bit.
Okay.
He's been getting busy, but yeah, Kang is nice. Meal Ticket, I'm not familiar with. This is like a local Cleveland guy.
Okay. Get them people them shots, man.
Yeah.
Get them local people them shots, man.
So the next two guys you're familiar with, we got Prez Mafia versus Fire. Fireman.
I hate to. I'm worried about Prez Mafia showing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's fair. He actually just missed his last URL battle. So
I like the fact that Fire is battling somebody like Prez Mafia.
Yeah,
it's a good look. It's a good look for him. Yeah, he deserves a shot. But I just versus Prez Mafia, I don't know, man. Hopefully he shows.
Yeah.
But I got Fire in that battle anyway. I got Fire beating Prez Mafia.
Okay, next one's interesting.
Wait. We not getting away with that.
Well, me?
Yeah.
I actually, on a look back, I actually had Drops beating Fire. I feel like if Prez isn't anywhere near the bag that he is capable of, I don't think Fire can do anything with him, to be honest. So I'm gonna definitely go with Prez.
I gotta watch that Drops versus Fire battle. I'm gonna watch
check that out.
I'm gonna check it out. I seen the clip and I like what Fire was doing. So, but I'm gonna.
He did good.
I'm gonna check it out.
This one's interesting. We got Dre Dennis versus Rail Snow.
Oh my gosh.
Who did you watch Ty Law versus Rail Snow?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your assessment at the end of that?
I actually edged Rail.
Okay.
I think Rail did well. I didn't think Rail had a snowball's chance in hell.
Right.
One thing that Ty Law does very well is punch.
Yeah.
And I don't think I think Rail Snow's punching isn't nowhere up there with in comparison. So I'm thinking it's going to be like I'm thinking it's going to be a bloodbath, to be honest.
Woo!
I'm not no shit. I'm gonna be honest, and it wasn't that.
So you thought that was your assessment going in
before I watched it? I thought it was gonna be an ass whooping. And I thought he was gonna beat shit out of Rail Snow. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it funky. Right. But one thing that I noticed about Rail Snow, he's gonna be prepared. He has excellent delivery, and I think he actually has a passion for this shit. Like he loves doing it.
He definitely.
So, and I think, to be honest, that's an energy that if somebody wants to do this shit and be good and trying, you kind of gravitate to that. So I think Rail Snow's a lot better than what I ever gave him credit for. With that being said, Dre Dennis battles every other day and twice on Sundays, and Dre is gonna be prepared. Dre's gonna have angles. He's gonna have punches. I got Dre Dennis winning, but I think Rail will do good.
He stands there. He stands in and it takes the punches like a man, I guess.
That's Dre Dennis. It's a lot of people that I picked Dre Dennis to beat Piranha. But Piranha won, but I picked Dre Dennis to beat Piranha. So that's how high regard I think of Dre Dennis.
Right.
I picked him to beat Michael Ice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about before the actual battles.
Right.
But this is how high of a regard I got for him as a battler, as a puncher. He's gonna give you a good performance just about every time. It's about every time. And if it's a one rounder, he riding that motherfucker on the plane and it's gonna be ready.
Right.
He's gonna flip this shit out of Rail Snow's name.
He definitely is.
I got Dre Dennis in that battle, but I think Rail Snow will do good. I want to see him continue to do good. Because if he keeps doing good against these names, he's gonna fuck these locals up.
Yeah, that should be easy, right? That should be
easy.
Walking
that's the philosophy, but sometimes shit don't work out like that.
Yeah.
He'll whoop Stevie's ass though, for sure.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Stevie ain't coming outside, no. I don't care what nobody says.
I know Steve gonna see this and have something to say.
That's why I said it.
Right.
I'll just fucking with Stevie, man. Who you got in this battle, man? You're not getting away without a judgment. This is the second time.
I give my opinions within the
Who you got, man?
The flow of your opinions, but I got Dre. Not too many people in the world are just going. I'm not gonna actually pick him over. I'm gonna pick over Dre. So
there's no knock on Rail Snow. It's Dre Dennis.
I think Dre Dennis has close to 100 times more battles than him. Maybe not 100 times, but with them having over 100 and Rail Snow only having like 9, so not 100 times, but like
10 times better.
Yeah, 10 times. We'll say 10 times.
That's 50K times. 50K times.
All right. I don't know if you're familiar with this guy, Profilini.
I heard the name before. I haven't seen a battle though. He battled on RBE before?
No.
Was it SK?
He may have.
I don't know.
He's NWX. He's done some.
Yeah. That was the one they accused of stealing?
I don't know. That may be the case. He doesn't have any super marquee battles that I can put back and say, hey, you've seen this battle.
I think I know the name though from NWX.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about PC? You might be talking about PC. Maybe.
No. I remember Profilini because there was a scandal about him paying for a bar or something like that.
No, that's Stax.
That was Stax. Didn't Stax and Profilini get to arguing on?
They battled, I think.
They battled, yeah. I know who Profilini is.
So he's battling Cash Money from Cleveland.
Okay, I'm familiar with Cash Money.
Yeah. Me personally, I haven't seen a whole lot of Profilini battles. I don't know if I've ever seen one all the way. Did he? You know what? He battled Bank. No, that was somebody else. I don't know. I don't think I've seen a full battle from Profilini to really assess it. But I know he get busy. I mean, he's not in NWX because he trash. So
right,
it should be a good battle. I guess I'll go with Cash Money just off of
I haven't seen much out of Profilini. I know what Cash can do. I know Cash is at home. I know Cash is going to try to avenge himself from the stack battle. So I expect a good Cash.
Right.
What we got next? Is this day one, all Friday?
This is all Friday.
Okay.
We're going to C3 versus the God.
Ooh. It depends on which C3 show up for me.
The way I feel too. I hate using that term because that's so
like some battles she's taking off. I mean, she's really not really gave a shit. But the C3 I saw versus Official back in the day, that motherfucker was wigging.
I don't even know. I had to have seen it.
Oh man, that's
clear the ring.
Yeah, rare form. Where it was a point in the battle, I think her third, where she was going off on T. Riley and all the motherfuckers that
On the other side, yeah.
man, she went the fuck off on them niggas, man. She was, and she was crazy with the freestyling, and so I know what she can do, but it's just a matter of whether she's gonna do it and put it together. How serious she's gonna take verse. Verse is gonna give 100% though. He
was ready. He was ready in Flint. So
yeah, Verse is always gonna give you 100%. He's gonna be ready. I'm gonna take Verse to God because I know every single time he lines it up, he's gonna be ready.
Yeah, I feel like I want to lean towards Verse as well.
I want to lean towards Verse. I don't know. C3 got to show me something.
Yeah, it's been a while since I was wild by her. Not that I watched every battle she's been in, but all right. We got Ty Law versus Sneezy Bo. You familiar with Sneezy Bo?
Gesundheit. No.
Okay. One battle that you can check out from him, real sick, is Sneezy Bo. He's being pushed. Well, a lot of Ohio is being pushed pretty heavy on the Ohio as being pushed on the iBattle side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm gonna check him out though. I'm checking him out.
Yeah, he's definitely getting some push because they're not just putting anybody against Real Sick. Real Sick battles on iBattle every blue moon.
That's crazy. Real Sick.
That's his home league.
He. That's crazy. How'd he do versus Real Sick?
He was okay. His style is an acquired taste. It's kind of like he's a good style, slick talk type dude.
I like this slick talk. I fucks with it.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's okay. He's very much he's unique. He doesn't sound like everybody else doing it, which I do appreciate. But I actually think he's probably going to beat Ty Law, to be honest. And it's in Ohio, and he's kind of a fan favorite out that way. So it's going to be tough for Ty Law to beat him up. This is a 3-round battle.
All right. So that it for the Friday card? Or there's more?
One more. Main event.
Damn, we got 2 nights, 2 main events. Who we got the first night?
A Ward and Charlie Clips.
A Ward.
You got A Ward?
I got A Ward.
There's always that small chance that Charlie Clips just blacks the fuck out. I think if you utilize all intangibles, like as far as humor, freestyle, they both freestyle. But like if you think of your scariest clips, I think he could probably be A Ward. But there's such a wide range of a mediocre and great clips that it's kind of hard you can't really put money on them to be the scary version.
Unless I know you and deal with you on a regular.
Right.
I do not base a battle on potential or what you can do, what you have done. Battle rap is a what have you done for me lately sport. And I think Charlie Clips' last battle was versus is either Geechee or Couture.
Yeah, it was one of those two.
It's one of those two. He did good versus Geechee.
Mm-hmm.
He won both of them. But
you think he beat Geechee?
I believe so.
I can't really remember, but I'm not.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, you would like A Ward. You give me an A Ward battle, and I can tell you whether he won or lost.
And it's probably he won.
And he's probably he won because the only loss that I think he's had recently is XL. And I don't think he was prepared for that battle. I think he just went in there and But A Ward knows better than going there and play with Charlie Clips. Right. He knows better. He's not gonna go in there. A Ward is not gonna play with Charlie Clips. I'm a Charlie Clips fan. I want Charlie Clips to do well. I hope he does well. But A Ward is one of those guys right now, man, that you can't bet against. I wouldn't bet against him.
Yeah, this is going to be a good battle because I don't see Charlie Clips phoning it in. Because this is a pretty big battle. I think this battle is going to get some pretty decent exposure. I mean, A Ward and Arsenal definitely did. That battle's at 6 figures, by the way.
Yeah.
And I feel like A Ward's the favorite, which sounds crazy to think, but when you look at the comments and the reactions to the battle, it's been a pretty resounding consensus that A Ward is going to win. So I feel like Charlie Clips is his competitive spirit is not going to allow him to just lay down and lose to A Ward. So I think we got a good battle coming up. And it's not like Charlie Clips is going to battle 8 times before this. This may be the next time you see Charlie Clips in the ring. So unless he's on URL or something random. But so this is not going to be a fatigued battle-wise Charlie Clips. I wouldn't be surprised if he took a warm-up in between this one. So I'm anticipating a good version of Clips. And hopefully not a fatigued A Ward, because A Ward's got Suge and Ryder and he's also battling day 2 of this. Like A Ward is on a ridiculous pace right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got Ryder coming up. He's got Suge, and I think he had one more battle that he talked about, but yeah, he's got a lot coming up.
And these are all day 1 battles.
Yeah, these are all day 1s.
Hey man, I might try to get out of my weekend work, man. I might have to come down there, man.
This card. Oh, and I'm seeing a couple of them that I forgot about, and looking real good.
Let's go to day 2, man.
All right, day 2. I'm gonna do some revising because this card has already changed a little bit since then.
Okay.
Okay. Larry Bull and TID Glow.
I don't know who Larry Bull is.
Larry Bull's fire.
He's fire?
Yeah, he battled. He actually was on one of the recent RBE cards, not the last one, but yeah, he's definitely. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing him on RBE a lot, or no, I won't say a lot, but in the future you're gonna be seeing him on RBE. He battled Dev the Demon on there recently, but he's nice. This is a sleeper battle right here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Larry Bull, and that's one of Coogie's people. He's from Milwaukee, and that's one of his UBL people. So,
well, I gotta go to. I gotta figure out a way, dog.
Figure out a way, man. At least one of the days.
Who we got? The next battle.
We got Doc Munchie versus Don Marini.
I like Doc Munchie, but I'm gonna go with Don Marino on that one.
That's safe.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah, Doc is definitely one of the people that Tyrell's gonna be pushing pretty heavy. So, I'm just hoping to see that he kind of like that Dre Dennis and Rail Snow, where he's going to stand in there and try to make it look good and not get smoked too bad. But Don does what Don does what he does. Don's battled elite, Geechee, Rum, and everybody in between. So yeah. We got Jay Lopez versus C Still. You know who C Still is?
That name sounds familiar.
That's the one Clever battle.
I got Jay Lopez.
Okay, fair enough.
I got Jay. No knock to C Still, but Jay Lopez is he's up there.
He's legitimately nice.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice.
This was
I wasn't impressed versus Clever.
Yeah, I don't know if that's his normal speed, but that wasn't it for me. So, Anubis and Street Hymns.
Ooh, that's gonna be a crazy battle.
I like this battle a lot.
I like this. I love the matchup. I'm gonna go with Anubis though. I'm gonna go with but that's crazy right there.
Yeah, I've recently Street Hymns is starting to grow on me as far as his style.
Pause.
Definitely pause on that. This is a battle that Anubis has wanted for a while. He actually on one of the RBE call outs, he submitted some footage going at Street Hymns. So this is a battle that he's got that he's looking to really make a statement. So I think it's going to be close, but I'm willing. I'll edge Anubis. I also think his style will resonate better in Cleveland over a Street Hymns, who's very he's all about the nerd bars and the triple entendres, and that doesn't always go over so well. So
right,
I got Anubis in a close one. It's 3 rounds, by the way.
Whoa.
Yep, that's 3 rounds.
What's next?
The Saga and King, also 3 rounds.
Ooh. Day 2 is seeming so much better.
Pause.
You
said seeming so much better.
Seeming.
You said seeming.
So you got to get your mind out the gutter, bro.
Yeah, put that G on it.
No code word, man. No code word. It seems like day 2 is so much better.
It's pretty good.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
King. Let me tell you something about King, right?
Here.
King is not afraid to do anything new. King has sat quietly on the sideline because he had something brewing. And I actually tried to let me see. I actually tried to set a battle up with King on in the cave.
Okay.
And I loved his response. And he turned the battle down, but I loved his response. His response was, I got something going on in August, and I'm figuring out this quality over quantity thing. And I want to give you quality. I don't want to take a battle in June and have to battle in August. He said, I want to be the best me. And I was like, wow. Because, you turn down. I mean, it wasn't going to be a free battle. I mean, it wasn't going to be a bag, but it was going to be something for you.
Yeah.
But
he really hasn't battled that much as of recently. So,
but with that being said, I think he's going to go in there fully prepared. I think he's going to make a name for himself. I still got Saga winning, but it's going to be a fight. 3 rounds, though. 3 rounds. I haven't seen Saga do 3 rounds in a while. A clean 3 rounds in a while.
He does pretty well on the smaller leagues, though.
He does. He does pretty well in the bigger leagues. He just those mess ups that he's had. But if you want to talk about the B-Dot battle, that was classic. That was classic material he had. And I don't use the word classic.
Yeah, that was a great battle.
So I think B-Dot wins the battle, but I think King wins the war because he's literally a nobody on the national stage.
Right.
And he shows what he can do.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to leave that battle like, wow, how have we not heard of this guy before?
Yeah. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Saga just because I know Saga is the type to, when you would think that, he's going to come in there and name looking for 3 rounds. Nah, Saga tends to do his research and really put together rounds with direction to him, even when he's not battling a super huge name. So it's definitely a different fight for King, because King's kind of just a puncher's punch, a puncher's type guy, as opposed to being strategic. And I feel like you gotta, to combat what soccer does, you do have to be a little bit more strategic. So it's not really about winning in this case. It's about showcasing your skills. So,
yeah.
So the co-main event, LL Cool J versus Ill Will.
Ooh. Man.
I refuse to say my opinion on this one.
Man. I'm gonna say this, right?
Okay.
It's a one rounder.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, right? Right now, LL Cool J is at home loading the clip. Right?
Think so?
He's gonna come with a drum and a half.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fully prepared, punches and everything. It Will's a cheat code, though. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, Will have a battle where he battles these lyrical miracle. Not saying Cool J is that, but I'm just talking about as far as the bars. Somebody crazy with the bars. He'll battle somebody with crazy with the bars. And Wheeler have some crazy bars, but he performs at another level.
Right.
Case in point, the Av battle.
Right.
Like I'm thinking there's no way Will can beat Av.
Right.
And he schooled the shit out of him for 2 rounds.
It's a shame that battle's not on YouTube, but
it's a shame that battle's not on YouTube. But he schooled Av for 2 rounds, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Av might have got the second, but that first and third was Will's.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a great 1-rounder. Will can't approach this like any other 1-rounder that he's, with the local. He got to approach this with all seriousness.
Yeah.
He can't. I'm going to go with Will. Because he's a cheat code, but I would not be shocked if Cool J showed out. I think it's going to be a real close battle. But yeah, I'm gonna edge Will because Will's a cheat code.
I think Tyrell is calling me right now. Main event, 3 rounds.
That wasn't the main event?
No. That's the co-main event. That's the co-main event. So this, on the flyer, it was originally question mark.
Okay.
So now it is official, and it was announced last week. 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Hometown fines against A-Ward.
A-Ward's battling twice.
This time, 3 rounds. Got clips the night before.
Some people have battled Pat Stay in Nova Scotia. Some people have battled Mook in Harlem. Some people have battled Stevie in the dungeon.
Right.
A-Ward doesn't escape this battle versus Fonz in Cleveland. I'm sorry. It's going to be a crazy battle. The battle's going to be crazy. I'm surprised it's not blocked.
No, what's funny? I was actually watching the P and Angry Fan. No, it was P, Angry Fan, and A-Ward interview on Instagram last night. And P brought the battle up. He was like, I see you battling Fonz right now. So everybody's kind of like, what is P talking about? Why is he referring to this battle? And so A-Ward is kind of like, okay, so is this a battle that you're going to allow him to do? And P was like, oh, yeah, it's a battle the URL would like to have, but, it is what it is. Fonz didn't break any rules by, he basically said the Fonz didn't break any rules by taking the battle. I assume it's maybe because it's 3 rounds, so at least he's not wasting it on wasting a nice matchup on a 1-rounder. But
Right.
but basically he said that he was going to be tuned in, and this will be a good gauge to see where A Ward's at, based off the fact that Fonz is kind of, if A Ward were to be brought to the URL, Fonz is kind of that level that he would be brought in at, as far as, I don't know, status or pay or talent, something like that. That's how he felt about it. But he ensured us that the battle would not be being blocked, and that he was tuned in, and he gave a lot of, he said, I like the battle, and so yeah, that battle, is, according to P, will not be blocked. It's obviously booked and set to go down. But yeah, that's you think that it's going to be a tough one for A Ward to get out of on given. Is it based on the fact that he's battling the day before and who his opponent is, or do you just think that he genuinely is going to have a tough time battling in Cleveland?
2 battles.
Yeah.
One, you don't battle twice. You don't battle the night before and battle Fonz.
3 rounds, too.
3 rounds.
At home.
At home.
I'm thinking if anybody could do it, it would be like a DNA or a Sharon.
DNA could definitely do it.
But it kind of falls in that same category.
A Ward going to have glow jump in this round the second day.
You think that would help him?
No, but it's shock value, man.
That would be shock value.
Glow owed Fonz some punches, so if he get in there and say some crazy shit for a couple of bars and get out of there.
Yeah. I don't know if the Cleveland crowd would necessarily care for it.
Nah, it's still fuck glow chants ringing through the streets of Cleveland and
on Euclid Road.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. We're talking about that now. We already know. I
don't know who it is, but
that's Mr. Banks there.
Nice. Oh, that's Ty?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, that didn't get tuned in. I told that nigga. But anyways, yeah, that's funny. That's funny, Ty.
Nah, so he's going to he's just not going to battle a day before and then battle Fonz and win. It's not the next day. It's not going to happen.
That would be crazy. Give him the chance. Hey, I know Geechee is a front runner right now. He won the tournament, took the 75 home. But if he gets out of this one with 2 clear W's,
champion of the year candidate.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Because he's got a good amount of 3-rounders this year, but the resume is retarded. Just on rep committee alone, Arsenal, Clips, and Fonz.
Let me ask you this though.
What's up?
What you talking about champion of the year? Is Danny out the running because of that last performance?
He would have to do a whole lot to bounce back, because you almost have to have a flawless year anyways. You almost have to have a flawless year, and the fact that you got destroyed for 3 rounds, that's a major knock. That for you to say, even if you fall to a second or third, to be number 1, I feel like you can't have a blemish that nasty.
No.
That's a nasty blemish right there.
That's a nasty. The way he lost, nasty.
Yeah, that would be a very flawed champ if he had something that bad.
So if you think about it, if A Ward continues on this tear, if he does good this August 27th and 28th in Cleveland, battle rap. See, I'm getting all the shout outs. See, got the leg on and watching, so gotta say all this shit here. The rap committee presents August 27th, 28th. You got A Ward battling on both days. Let's say he wins both battles, which he's not. Say he wins both battles. You got to mention him in champion of the year.
Yeah, because he will have battled on both max out cards. The high prestige rap committee, I battle. I think he had a King of the Dot was this year too. He battled Nestle on King of the Dot. So he's hit damn near every big league, every big card, and only has one clear loss for the whole year. So
it's crazy.
When you really flesh out the whole resume for the year, it's pretty crazy.
Hey man, low key, Fonzes has had a good year.
He's had a good year, but he hasn't battled nearly enough to.
No, but I'm just just considering he's had a good year.
Yeah, JC, Av was last year, right?
I thought that was
that. I think that came out around Christmas.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
with the 2-on-2 with Al.
Yeah, but I don't really put too much into 2-on-2.
It was a great performance, though.
It was.
I didn't expect that performance out of them.
Yeah, it was tough.
They did good. They did real good.
Absolutely.
They did real good.
I think he's gonna say yes, like we know what yes means.
I think he answered the AWAR question. I mean, no, I think he said yes when I said, does that knock Danny Myers out of contention for champion of the year? Yeah. I think that's what he said. And
maybe like if he battles Lux and Moot and 60s them, 30s them both, then hey, he's back in there. But no, it's a good year. At the end of the day, if Danny turns around, which I presume he will turn around and have a good rest of the year, the real sick battle really shouldn't mean too much, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, who you got? I let you slide on the cooling battle. Yeah, will.
That one. I ain't predicting that one. Yeah, I feel like it's safe to. That would be crazy. Dare I say? I won't say it's a miracle if he were to pull off beating both Clips and Fonz, but it's gonna be tough to beat Fonz in Cleveland anyways.
Like I said, some people have battled Stevie in the basement. Some people have battled Pat Stand Nova Scotia.
Right.
It ain't
never happened, but yeah.
It ain't shit like battling Fonz in Cleveland. No. You see what happened to J400? No.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. Which is kind of a bad comparison, but
I mean
Jay is no AWAR.
I'm just talking about the setting.
Yeah, I feel you.
Not the performance, the setting.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, because it's like if you see what happened when Glow battled it, when Glow battled him, it was like
that was a bar for bar event though, as opposed to this one being more of a wide range. Like that was a Cleveland. Everybody was from Cleveland or Ohio. I think you're gonna see.
If you think them bar for bar niggas ain't gonna be in that motherfucker,
they're gonna be in there, but it's gonna be more of a mix. I think at a bar for bar event, it's gonna be just bar for bar niggas. This is like a URL event in a sense where you got people battling from Detroit and battling from all over the place. I feel like it's gonna be more of a mix.
Yeah.
Somebody said AWAR won in both. You on the Facebook, you can tell who it is.
Yeah, I can tell you who said that retarded shit.
It's not retarded to say that though.
No, it's not. It's not. But I know Tyrell said that. So I like to fuck with Tyrell, that's all.
Yeah. But you know what though? No. This is a 3-round battle. Fonz is gonna punch him. He's gonna punch him for 3 rounds.
I don't know, man. I don't see him beating Fonz after battling the day before. You got to be locked away.
He was already gonna battle twice in one day.
That was Arsenal and Mitch.
But it's not as much about who you're battling, because you can't control what they're saying. It's about you.
No.
It's your material.
It's your material. However, you have to be on your shit. Now, what I'm saying is, who's A-Ward got the first day?
Clips.
No.
He said 5.5 prep. Yeah, so that's a month and a half.
I don't give a fuck. No. Well, we'll see. We'll see. And I don't know why Tyrell going against Fonz or pretending to be against Fonz. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got the front in front of us, man.
What's crazy is that when you look at now, granted, most people are basing it off of just individually as opposed to one whole weekend. A-Ward is the favorite in the Fonz battle.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying based on what I've seen. But the reality is that A-Ward is a top 5 battler right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's really nobody that I can think of where I can say, no, there's no way that pretty much everybody that when I look at A-Ward, he has a chance to beat just about anybody.
He's got a shot.
Yeah. So
I just don't think he's gonna do it in Cleveland.
Be tough. It'd be tough. But in the building, maybe, right?
In the building, yeah.
Because when it all comes out very soon after
it'll be out the same night. It'll be out the same night. Is Rose's filming it?
Yeah,
it'll be out 10 minutes after they battle. It'll drop.
Right. So when it all comes out, all the crowd and stuff like that goes out the window. So
yeah, that battle, when that battle happens, it'll be dropped the next day, crisp, clean, no blemishes. That shit'll be crisp and clean and audio on time, everything. It'll be the Rose's ain't gonna play with it. Hell, if you wait a couple days, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. So yeah, go to the battles. August 27th, August 28th. I guess when it gets closer to the time, we'll revisit this and
we'll come back and do some more coverage on it. Because there's a few revisions to the card anyway. So yeah, we definitely gonna revisit it and give it some more coverage in the next month or so, because we still got June 27th. So it's not until August.
2 months. That's 60 days. 60 days.
So A-Ward's got some time to write. Of course, he's got other shit going on, but
this nigga A-Ward been in battle 4 times before then, man. Stop it.
And that's not an exaggeration, at least.
No. I don't buy that 5.5 weeks prep. No. He don't write like that.
I do believe that he's probably putting shit aside for his toughest opponents.
No.
I do believe that.
I might have Charlie. I got if he beats Fonz, I got Charlie Clips beating him the first day, because that means he ain't take it light. He took him light.
I don't think he's gonna take Clips light.
I don't see him winning both battles.
He could. You can't look at the Glow battle and think that you're gonna get the same. Like I don't know. Man. With all due respect to Glow,
I looked at the JC battle and
you thought that was a great version of him.
It wasn't a great version, but it was a good enough version
to beat A-Ward. Would that beat A-Ward?
I ain't saying that, but that's JC.
That was a almost below average JC, honestly. A-Ward smokes that JC.
I think A-Ward beats JC with regular prep time, period.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that battle wherever that happens. That's gonna be crazy.
It's a cheat. A-Ward is one of those cheat codes, man. With proper prep. Because JC punches differently. He's gonna take forever to get to a couple of punches. Where A-Ward is constantly on his heels.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that happened with Loso. More direct, more straight at him. Where a lot of JC's material he can use for a lot of people.
Yeah.
He don't do a lot of name flips like that.
No.
His stuff is just in general punches, and it hits differently when you got somebody coming at you aggressively, talking to you, flipping your name, going at you, angling, and you going up there and saying, you know,
I'm better than you.
What was that? What he said against chess? I can eat off the 5-second rule. I can eat off the floor.
Yeah.
And the flow is nasty. You know, that's cool and dope. But if somebody in your face barking at you, talking about you ain't shit, you dope fiend, and all this other shit, and it's I'm talking bars, like, and I'm tired of the dope fiend angle.
I hate that angle.
But and I think that's why I gave JC that first round versus 5. I think JC's material was better, but that soul angle of dope fiend, come on, man, stop it.
I need receipts. I need the receipts of rehab or something.
Yeah, I need some receipts, man. You just can't say that. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and we can. I said last week we was gonna get back on here, do an interview or something. We gotta set up some interviews, man.
Yeah.
We got to set up some interviews this week. We'll do
some. See if we can find something. Yeah, NBR's been kind of quiet, so
I'm thinking about interviewing Dollar, man.
Okay.
We'll get Dollar on the hot seat. He made a post the other day.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And we can get him to talk and see what he's talking about.
See if he's willing to elaborate further on his statements, because he had a lot there was a lot in that one post.
Yeah. So what I'll do is today's Monday. I'll set it up for Wednesday. Okay. If you're available. You available Wednesday?
As of now, I'm available Wednesday.
As of now, that could change. You might have to do some ramen noodle cooking or something. You know how you are with the ramen noodles. I'm gonna reach out to him after this and see if I can get him on for an interview on Wednesday.
Okay.
And if that don't happen, we'll try Thursday. But if it just is dependent upon him. I usually get a response from Dollar when I hit him up, so he's good at checking his inbox. He's not like Glow, who don't check his inbox. Or Michigan, who don't check his inbox.
Oh shit.
I'm putting him out there. But yeah. So once again, I'm gonna tell you guys to shout out to Dope Ideas Media. Check out Plug City premiering Thursday night. We got a dope interview we dropping Thursday night. We also got some short films coming on for Dope Ideas Media. I don't know if you saw it on yesterday. I posted a picture of a script that I wrote, all new material. Came up with a 20-minute short film that we're going to work on. I'm using all new actors. If you're interested, inbox me. Subscribe to Hank Nation. If you haven't, subscribe to ASG Radio. Shout out to Jose. Shout out to Jody Joe. Team Unguardable, my brothers. Big U's. Foster, what you got to say, bro?
Shit. New single, In My Ways, featuring Casey James. Out now on all social media. Subscribe to Be Foster Child on YouTube.
Go.
And, run that shit up, man.
Go. Yeah, man. Subscribe to B Foster's channel, man. He's off probation. He said that in the song too. He's always in trouble. But check it out, man. Check out that single. And look, I had issues, Foster, and maybe you can help me out. I tried to buy the single and I can't.
Yeah. You can't buy it.
It won't let me. It won't give me an option to buy it.
I had to check on DistroKid and see if there's something that I missed.
Check it out and see if there's. I mean, I can pull it up on iTunes on my iMac. I can pull it up on Google. Amazon Music, and it won't give me an option to pay for the single.
That's interesting. Yeah, I have to see.
Has anybody else had this problem?
Nobody else has voiced that.
Check it out. See if you can buy it. Just go on iTunes and see if you click on the song.
Here's the thing: if I have an iTunes account, what would it give me the option to still buy something?
Yeah, that's the only way you can buy something if you have an iTunes account.
Because I've never got that. I mean, not that I've ever. I guess I've never had a desire to.
Yeah, go to iTunes, pull your song up, right click on it, or click on it, it'll give you options. It'll say playlist or whatever, and it usually it'll say buy. Because I always support, so I always buy stuff out of iTunes or Amazon Music, and it wasn't a coincidence that I couldn't buy it off either.
I don't know. I don't see that option. The only time I ever saw an option to buy is when it's before I actually owned iTunes, like or had a subscription.
Let's see, because I'm on it now. I'm on. See, I'm on Amazon Music on my phone.
Yeah.
The options are start station, add to queue, play next, add to my music, download, add to playlist, go to album. Oh, there it is.
What's up?
It says buy song. I did this last time. Buy song, and then it took me to Amazon Music. And it wouldn't let me do anything.
But if you wanted to buy the Migos single, you could buy it.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I've never tried to buy anything, so I wouldn't even know how to go about doing it. I haven't seen that option in a while.
Let's see here. I think let's see here. I'm going to figure it out. Let's get out of here, though. We're going to hold y'all up. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. God bless y'all, man. You got anything else you want to say for us?
No, that's it.
Bye. In My Ways. B. Foster featuring Casey James.